What's up, YouTube? That's right, it's your boy, 1421 from Old Souls and Gaming. And you saw that intro. Alpha Collective? Time for the Infante Lagrange video. Let's dive right into it. So, changes have been made. Some of it good, some of it not so good. So, let's dive right into it. Now, for those who haven't played in a while, and for those who haven't played yet, personal agreements are kind of new. Like the last 2 seasons, maybe 1.5. A little brain fog going on right now. When your union enters a server, your union leader signs an agreement for your whole union. Now, personal agreements are kind of the new thing. It's just basically activities to be done by you as an individual to get you more Dawn points. Now, Dawn points are for the end of the season and end of the server, whatever you want to call it. That are basically for either specialty crates, for more blueprints, or blueprints mods, I should say, or for skins. Ooh, shiny. Or, player cards, shit for your player card, just random stuff that you can't get in the game otherwise. Which is really, really nice, because the old way, you were really shit out of luck when it came to getting Dawn points if your union wasn't, first, second, or third. Past that, you were kind of SOL. So, that is really, really awesome. Now, that being... And we've had basically the same one for maybe last season. For maybe 2 seasons now. And actually, just last season, right near the end of it, they actually dropped... 2 new personal agreements, and that's kind of what we're going to be diving into on this video. So, without further ado, let's dig into it. Here we go. And now these are just some screenshots of the original personal agreement that we've all had for the first couple of times. Just basic shit, capturing cities, blowing shit up. Both PvE and PvP. Not going to spend too much time on it because this is kind of the stuff we've all dealt with. Pause if you want to read more. And here we have one of the 2 new personal agreements that you can accept. This one is more research oriented, and it basically requires you to take one of your utility ships and send it to different areas of the map. The different planets, the star, research nodes, docks, random bits of space, and use it to explore and research the area, as you can see by the map. All those pings are places you can send your miner to go do these scans. Now, while you are limited because you're going to be out that one utility ship that you can be using to, mine or build shit, this does have a payout because you're going to be getting resources back from doing these scans from all these other places. So it's kind of give and take. And from what I've been told, this isn't the one I personally took, but from what I've been told, you do get chunks of resources from burnt nodes, so that's something. And next, for our second new agreement, we have the Neutrals, which has you working with pirate outposts. Now, this one, by far, was the one I've been waiting for. This one lets you work with pirate outposts and is by far, at least in my opinion, the most enjoyable. Because you actually get to work with pirate outposts in order to build them up, increase their level, and you actually get some really, really nice rewards for doing this, and it kind of lets you be a cheeky little bastard at the same damn time, which I always find intriguing and interesting and fun. There are 3 main ways you can help them. Ship funding, which is basically where you build ships, up to 5, and send them to the outposts, and then they become part of that pirate outpost. Now, you lose out on the ability to build more of that ship, but you are refunded the CP cost, and later on
you are refunded the ability to build those more of that specific ship type. Then you have concentrated effort, which is just reinforcing a pirate fleet. Then there is the reconstruction project, which is just you sending resources to that base. How you do it is you hit communication, and it does also cost you one of your op rings, so you have to be a little bit more strategic in how you use them later on. And you can also send attack fleets from pirate outposts to targets, which is really, really fun. And a great way to screw with your friends. And then you can also have pirate fleets assist in mining, which is basically them sending out a fleet to mine a resource, and at the end of the mining expedition, you get a chunk of that resources back. So it pays good.
There you have it. That's all of our new personal agreements. Now, out of all of them, the original is by far the most passive. That's just things you're going to do just randomly throughout the game. And really the only time you're actually going to have to focus on it is in the last little bit of a server, which is when you end up doing what at least we in Alpha Collective call City Ping Pong, which is where you and an allied union just flip a city back and forth. Usually it's level 2 just to help out your union mates. Just pick up those last few city captures and just friendly PvP battles just to knock out the last little bit. The research and scanning one is the more lax of the three, and is just really, really time consuming because these things take hours upon hours upon hours. The neutrals one is by far the most labor intensive, and it kind of just feels like being managing a shipping warehouse, because requests you can be in communication with up to 5 outposts, which you're just going to be flooded with offers and requests from these different outposts. So it does kind of get a little bit straining, and it does put a little bit more of a strain on your AP and your ship blueprints, especially if you're new and kind of don't have that many. That's not a really good one to go with, because you're not going to have these garbage or lower end blueprints that more seasoned players like myself and others have, that just basically sit there and collect dust that we have nothing to do with. It's definitely for more veteran players to have those blueprints collecting dust. That way they can do something with them. And like I said, it's also kind of a drain on your AP, so you're kind of going to have to watch that, especially if it's like the start of a server and your union is pushing hard to capture cities and stake their claim on territory, or if you're in the middle of a war. It's really not a good idea, because spending your AP to do that little bit of bullshit while you're in the middle of a war is kind of going to be frowned upon, as I kind of found out from personal experience. Sorry, Hammer. So, yeah. I've been doing the pirate agreement for this whole server, and honestly enjoy it. It's a blast. I love it. Upgrading pirate bases takes anywhere from, because as you do missions for these pirate outposts, borrow, fill up, and then the pirate base will upgrade. I've taken them from a level 1 to, I think my biggest right now is a level 8, and those upgrades take anywhere from 12 to, I think my longest right now was from 7 to 8, and that took about 40 hours. Beg pardon? So it's good to be in communication with multiple pirate bases, that we can still be doing stuff and earning points. The more points you get, the more Dawn points you get at the end of the server. Sorry, I forgot to mention that previously. So it's kind of good to be doing that and have those multiple outposts. That way, well, this one's upgrading, you can be over here doing shit for this one. If both of them are upgrading, you can be over here doing shit for that one. It's definitely a lot more labor intensive than the other ones. But all in all, I'm really, really pleased with these personal agreements. They're fun and just kind of just to add the layer of just something to keep the game from going stale. All in all, really enjoying it. Hope you get a chance to drop in and kick some ass. And special thanks to my boys FJ and Kiro, who, as you saw from some of the screenshots, were the ones who sent me screenshots of those agreements. So big shout out to you two for helping me with the YouTube video. Y'all are awesome. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.